This episode is brought to you by McAfee.
I got a message that our flight was canceled. But they can put us on another flight, and we just need to confirm our credit card info.
Wait, I got a security alert from McAfee. It flagged that message as a scam.
McAfee's scam detector automatically spots and alerts you to suspicious texts, emails, and deepfake videos. Learn more at McAfee.com/online protection.
Did you know that parents rank teaching financial literacy as the toughest life skill? That's where Greenlight comes in, the debit card and money app made for families. With Greenlight, you can send money quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and track spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn how to earn, save, and spend responsibly, while parents have peace of mind knowing smart money habits are being built. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/Spotify.
And now, stop me if you've heard this before on the Toddcast podcast.
Actor Antonio Cupo was born and raised in Vancouver. He's been in the arts most of his life. We've known each other for close to 2 decades. First met him originally when he was fronting a rock band called Hybrid Cartel. Even back then, Antonio was starting to lean into the acting world. He eventually made the move to LA, started landing serious gigs. Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, working with big names. You've seen him in Bomb Girls with Meg Tilly, Ice with Donald Sutherland, Peacemaker with John Cena. Impressive stuff, right? When he was a guest, we talked about COVID's impact on productions, the music that he grew up around, like Cream and Elvis, folk music. Parenting and family life came up. So did how European customs differ from what we know here in North America. And stop me if you've heard this before. Antonio told the story of doing a sex scene with Penelope Cruz.
Did I ever tell you about the Penelope Cruz story?
No.
Oh my God. So we were on that set. Isabelle Quichette is the director, and she's just phenomenal. And Penelope Cruz, and I show up, I get hired for this job, and I'm playing her brother. I'm playing her brother in the movie. That's what I get hired for. And I was like, okay, cool, play a brother in the movie. And suddenly, I get a call a few weeks later, and it's like, hey, there's been a big change, and Penelope no longer wants you to play her brother. And I was like, oh, and I remember I was in LA and my agent called me, and I'm just like, oh, that sucks. All right, well, it was kind of too good to be true anyways. And, let's just move on. And she was like, no, in fact, she wants you to play her lover. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, she saw the headshots on the wall, and she was like, no, this guy can't be my brother. He's got to play my lover. And I'm going, this is insane. And they said, oh, and by the way, for the change, they want to increase your rate because they feel bad that you lost this role for this other role, casting. So, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Literally, I will do this for free. You know what I mean? And so then I finally, and it's like a month and a half away or something. So it's some time, and I'm just working out like crazy. I'm playing her lover. It's going to be this grandiose sex scene. This is that they always say Brad Pitt was discovered for his part in Thelma and Louise, where he's plays the guy with this six pack
in the hotel room Marriott.
I'm working. Yeah. So I'm working out every day, just killing myself in the gym. And I show up on set, and, Penelope's there, and we're ready to start. And the director's explaining the scene, and it's in the bathroom, right? It's just this sex scene in the bathroom. And I'm like, okay. So I said, she goes, yeah, throw her up on the counter, and then you have sex with her here on the counter. I was like, okay, but where do you want me to take off my shirt? And she's just like, what? I'm like, where do you, I'm just going to I'll just take it off before. She's like, no, you're not taking off your shirt. You're having sex with someone. Have you never had sex with someone in the bathroom before? You don't take off your clothes. You just have sex with them. And I'm like, oh, and I just figured maybe because I wanted to show off my body. I was like, yeah, this is going to be amazing. I've been working out for a month and a half, killing myself in the gym. I'm getting branched-chain amino acids, protein powder, creatine, I'm going through the list.
She's like, no, you keep your shirt on, bud.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, keep your shirt on. Actually. This
That's great.
Sucks. This is it's got to be better than this, right? So anyway, so we start the scene, and she goes, she goes, and you know, where I'm making out with Penelope in the bathroom, and you know, I sort of halfway with things. I'm not really too, you know, I'm just kind of feeling it out to see how it's going to go. And the director goes, cut. She goes, cut. Antonio, for us, the breasts are very important. And I'm like, well, for us, they're important too. You know, she's from Spain, right? She's like, for us, they're very important. Can you take the Penelope breast in your mouth? And I'm like, excuse me? I said, is
What?
Is Penelope okay with that? I turned around and Penelope's like, yes. And I'm like,
Oh,
I was like, okay. I mean, this is the, you know, I guess this is the stuff they don't teach you in acting class. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So anyway,
Wow.
we go ahead and do the scene, not to get too graphic. We get all the bits and pieces the director wants that don't end up in the movie. But it's an incredible experience all the way around. And I got to meet Penelope, of course. And, you know, that was before.
Sure, you sure did.
yeah, of course. She was really embarrassed. It was funny because I'm like, she's a big star, right? And I'm just a guy from Vancouver. And I'm like, she's like, I'm not used to doing these kind of scenes. And she goes, it's never uncomfortable for me. And I said, just don't worry. Just think about how lucky you are to be doing this scene with me. And she started laughing.
That's great, man.
That was the icebreaker.
Stop Me If You've Heard This Before on the Toddcast podcast is powered by the Home Dwell Group. Buying a house? Selling your home? Contact Kyle at homedwell.ca today.
There are names that echo in the world of true crime, names that carry unanswered questions. Oakley Carlson, a 5-year-old girl who deserved safety, protection, and love, yet the system built to protect her failed, and Oakley disappeared. Her community still calls her name.
Or Ellen Greenberg, found in her locked apartment with 20 stab wounds, a case declared a suicide. But how does a locked apartment tell two different stories at once?
These are not just cases we have covered. They are people. They were loved, and they mattered.
Their stories deserve to be told with care, with depth, with truth.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Ricky.
We are the husband and wife duo behind Crime Salad.
Every week we uncover stories of the missing, the silence, the misunderstood. We ask the questions that were left behind. We refuse to let these stories be forgotten.
Because behind every case is a family holding on, a community seeking answers, and a story that deserves to be heard.
We invite you to listen to Crime Salad,
your healthy portion of true crime, wherever you get your podcasts.
The Regency era. You might know it as the time when Bridgerton takes place, or the time when Jane Austen wrote her books. But the Regency era was also an explosive time of social change, sex scandals, and maybe the worst king in British history. And on the Vulgar History podcast, we're going to be looking at the balls, the gowns, and all the scandal of the Regency era. Vulgar History is a women's history podcast, and our Regency era series will be focusing on the most rebellious women of this time. That includes Jane Austen herself, who is maybe more radical than you might have thought. We'll also be talking about queer icons like Anne Lister, scientists like Mary Anning and Ada Lovelace, as well as other scandalous actresses, royal mistresses, rebellious princesses, and other lesser-known figures who made history happen in England in the Regency era. Listen to Vulgar History wherever you get podcasts.
Goodbye, Kyle! Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlotta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.